Okay, then here we go, another Pilates session, just a mix really this time. So a little bit of balance just to work on your hamstrings and glutes, a little bit into your inner thighs, and then onto the floor to work your core abdominals. Okay, so first off, just a tiny bit of mobility. Just draw your shoulders back, arms down by your sides, just take it into a bit of flexion, just let your head go with a sliding arm down each side. So this is just a workout really you can do if you're about to go for a run out in the woods or whatever. Just get your legs warmed up, get your core warm, and then you'll be nice and ready to go. So just maybe have a nice stretch into the upper back, hands above your head, just look up to those hands, breathe in, head in between your arms, and then just feel free to twist off to one side at a time, back to the middle, then off to the other side. So you're just twisting your spine. A little bit of hip mobility as well, feet slightly apart, just let your hips go around with your arms. Just a couple of big circles just to mobilize that lower back, and then just let your arms go. Okay, so here we are with the first move. Just to warm up your glutes. On your right hand side, breathe in, exhale out, suck in your core, hands are on the hips. Just lean forwards a bit, bend your right knee, left foot off the ground, nice flat right foot. And just start off with a bit of slow and controlled bending of that right knee. Okay, so we're just warming up your right thigh a bit, but predominantly the right glute. Okay, so we'll do one more, 5 of those. And then breathe in. If you can just raise your arms up nice and straight. Lift the left knee up to hip height, take an inhale through the nose, bend your right knee, extend out as far as you can, and then come straight back up to that bent left knee position. And make sure you don't smash anything whilst you're on. Okay, so lift the left knee, blow out, and breathe in. 5 of these if you can. You'll feel that right hamstring getting warmer. And breathing in as we come up there. Okay, so from there just shake your feet off, and we're now going to just target the inner thighs a little bit with this next one. So your feet are going to point out, breathe in, blow out, but you're going to lift your heels off the floor as well, folks, just a little bit. Hands are on the hips, just take those knees into a deep bend. Okay, and that way we feel the inner thighs starting to work hard, blowing out and breathing in. Just a couple more, blowing out and breathing in. One more, blowing out and breathing in. Okay, so a good challenge for the adductors. We now just take it a bit further into the inner thighs. Stick your feet out to the sides, feet are flat, core sucked in. Lengthen your arms out in front. Exhale out and bend the knees. Take your arms apart. 5 of those, 5 sumos. 1, 2, and again down for 3, and again down for 4, and up on number 5. Just bend the knees and hold. Try to add on a little bit of pulse with your arms up and down now. A little bit of return, reverse circle. Inner thighs working hard forwards with the circles. Pause the arms. A little bit of pulse at the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So that starts to really get your heart rate up. Starts to warm your upper back as well as the adductors also. So we then come to that other left glute warm up now. Shoulders come back, core sucks in. Just lean it forwards a bit, bend in the left knee, right foot off the floor a bit, and just take it into a nice slow and controlled bending of the left knee. That was the practice one, which you didn't see. We come to the real event now. Take it into a nice deep bend of the left knee, really sitting onto the left heel of your flat foot. 4, and up. 1 more. And that will also strengthen your ankles up pretty well. Also, so the final one on the feet, just raising those arms up nice and high, making sure we don't kick anything this time. Right knee up to hip height level. Bend the left knee, folks. Just extend right leg behind you as best you can. So a good stretch for the lower back and a good test of your balance, and the left hamstring and the back of your thigh will start to warm up as well. Again, extend. Don't worry if you can't go too far with this one, okay? If you can only go a little bit, not a problem. Just go one more, blow it out, breathe it in, and the legs will feel a lot more warmed up now as we prepare to go down to the floor, okay? Let me just adjust my camera for this next one. There we go. Okay, so for this one, folks, you just want to start on down the floor. Just have your knees apart bent, toes together touching. Just stick your elbows under the chest direct. Cup the hands together, head in line with the spine. Breathe in. Just sink your bum back onto your heels and try and get that forehead as close to the floor as you can. Try and touch the floor. If you can't, that's fine. Just you'll still feel a good stretch going on in that central lower back. Breathe in and hold. And then lifting the head up from there. Okay, so a little bit of a challenge this next one. We're going to come into an all fours plank. So for this one, you've got options. So first of all, hands into the shoulders direct, knees into the hips. Just have a fairly flat back, folks. No curve, no arch. Flat and still, look down at the floor, have your head in line with the spine. Exhale out, sucking that tummy. And then just using your toes, just lift the knees off the floor a little bit, just a tiny bit. And you'll start to feel your abdominals work. If you want the extra challenge though, just try and extend one leg out straight. And then place that toe down, switch over. Breathe in, toe goes down. And again, extend, really working that left hand side, toes down, right foot leg, hold, toes down, maybe just one more with your left, blow it out, working that core once more, blow it out, extend the right leg straight, and then back down onto your back this time, okay? Hands are taking a bit of pressure there. So we're now going to just come into a little bit more work for your core. So first off, just imprint the spine down to the ground. Head goes down, and just make sure there's not a huge gap under your lower spine. Stick a hand underneath. If there's a massive gap there, curve your lower back to the point where you can still get at least 2 fingertips underneath there, okay? Here we go, breathing in. Exhaling out, abdominals sucked in. A little bit of coordination involved with this one, folks. So just start with your knees bent together, arms extended above the chest. Do what you can. Okay, breathe in, blow out. Abdominals are nice and tight. So phase one, on the exhale, you're just carefully peeling your head and your neck off the ground, the chin tucked in. We're now going to lower the hands down towards the glutes. We're going to extend the legs in front straight. We blow out as legs come apart, breathe it in, feet back together, knees back to bent, and then just bring your head down to the floor with arms above chest. So take this nice and slow, blowing out again, head and neck carefully peeled off the ground. Lower the hands towards the glutes, extend the legs in front straight, blowing out, come apart, breathing in, feet back together. Bend the knees and tabletop, raise your arms up high, head goes down to the floor. So really take it slow, folks, to get the maximum contraction across your abdominals. Abdominals nice and tight. Here we go again, blowing out. Carefully bring your head and neck off the floor. Lower the hands towards the glutes, extend the legs straight, blow it out. Wide with the feet, breathe it in. Bend the knees back to the table. Head going down to the floor. One more time now, folks. Dig deep if you can. This is tough, really tough challenge, but here we go. Carefully bring head and neck off the ground. Lower your hands towards the glutes. Extend the legs straight. Blow out, thighs come apart. Breathing in, back to tabletop full. and then bring your head down and just wrap your hands around your knees there. Have a rock from side to side. So a good challenge for the core, that one, as you just massage your spine off a little bit here. Just perhaps bring in a little bit of rotation as well to massage the lower back there, okay? One more for the core, and then change your positions again. Hands behind that head. Exhale out, core sucked in. So we just start with the head and neck carefully off the ground, with chin tucked in. Knees coming apart, heels glued together. On the exhale out, just straighten those thighs and hold. And then breathe in, bend the knees, keep the heels glued. Blow out once again. Extend the legs straight. Breathe in and back to a bend. Two more. Blow it out. And breathe it in. Bend those knees. One more time. Blow it out. Breathe it in. And just put your head down and shake your feet off there. So the core, abdominal middle will be warmed up now, I'm sure. So just a little test of the obliques now. If you start with one knee bent, your opposite leg straight. So that straight leg, the toes will face forwards, the core will be sucked in. Do what you can for this one, okay? So either just have your arms out wide and touch the floor with the fingertips of your right hand if you can, or just perhaps bring your fingertips above the head, join them together, blow out and breathe in. And again, blowing out and breathing in. So really working on that left side of the waistline here. Blow out and breathe in. Just a little bit of contraction going on into that midsection. So now just back to increasing the heart rate a bit. The knee tucks. We start with flat hands and nice straight arms, knees bent together. Out to the mouth we go. Suck your core in. So we're just going to bring the knees off the floor, and then we're just going to go into an alternating pattern of driving one knee up at a time towards your abdominals. So just really warming up that lower core now, getting your blood flow into the lower body also. So just drive the knees up, roughly 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So knees will come down. Take a breath in. Draw the shoulders back and down, hands are on your hips, and from there we're just going to give that lower back a bit of a mobilize. So you just breathe in, lower your bum back, around the pelvis forwards and up. One more. Good for the lower spine. And then the last one of this front series, we're going to have just a basic plank hold, but on our hands and toes for this. So just have your hands flat with arms straight, nice tight abdominal middle. We're just going to come up onto the toes without lifting the bum too high. Lower your butt, take your feet slightly apart, and that way the shoulders, the arms and the abdominals have to work really hard now, okay? Particularly your core or stabilizing muscles. Deepen your transverse abdominis, working hard here, so keep holding nice and still for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down onto the knees again, okay? As I said earlier, you might be going for a run before, after this workout. You might sack it off now. No, here we go. One more move, and then that'll complete this one. So just have your legs straight, core sucked in, stretched out arms. Option 1, trying to touch the floor or getting as close to it as you can, or just getting straight in to the hands above head once. So you just force on the right side of the waistline to work that bit harder. Blow it out and breathing in. One more. And then breathing in. Okay, so just a couple on the feet, a couple of standing stretches, just getting wide with your feet. Just turn that back up again. There we go. So a good one for your sides. If you can just stick your right foot out to the side a bit, stick your left arm out to the left, bend your right knee, folks, and just reach that left arm up and over your head, resting your right elbow on your thigh. Good stretch into your left hand side. And then just coming a bit closer with your feet. We're going to bend your knees with your hands onto your thighs here. And we're just going to give that upper back some rotation. Just twist, upper body off to one side, then back to the middle. Twist to the other side. Breathing in, back to the middle. Just a couple more. So as you turn to your right, you'll feel it on the left shoulder blade. And then opposite side, blowing out. And breathing in, up we go. So back to your wide stance, left foot sticking out to the left, bend your left knee, and then reach your right arm up and over the head. Big stretch into the right side of your body. And then as you come back up from there, feet facing forwards, guys, just get across your upper back, twist your upper body and your trunk off to the left and off to the right. Nice rotation and mobilizing there, okay? Give that a go. Well done.